Today in this video I'll show you how to create new user creation in SAP system. So for this new user creation I have to use SAP code that is called as U01. So here I have to put that new username like Arif001. That is the new username. After that I have to click that user creation. So there is separate tab like that is the address tab. Here I have to put like Mr. and that name is mandatory. I am putting here that Arif, and that is the another input tab. I can put here the telephone number, mobile number, fax and emails. Actually that depends on that your requirement. That is the second tab is the logon data. In logon data here it's mentioned that different type of user, that is dialog user, system user, communication user, reference user and that service user. So for that new user which will log on the system and do their activities, business activities, is required a dialog user. Dialog user means that user will log on the system through username and password. So another here is that initial password. I am putting that password here. So I can apply here that user group, valid from and valid to. So for how long this user will be valid, accounting number, cost center I can put here. So another is that S and C. This is being used only for the single sign-on. So if any user like that is a top management user, they don't use the password. So for that user I can use that single sign-on. Another is that default. Default means that for that user this value will be default like decimal value. So if I change that value, this value will be used for the reporting purpose. Another thing is that date format. This format will be used for that user, and that is time format. Everything will be fixed for that user. So another is that parameter. So if any user required some specific parameter, I can apply this parameter and this parameter will be used for this user. Another thing is the rule and profile. So this rule and profile, like this user will be created for some requirement, like business user want to create sales order. So for this sales order, this business user require VA01 code, or if this business user required to create invoice, so BF01 code is required. So actually once create that user, I have to apply this code through that rule or that profile. So currently I am just creating that user. I will not apply any rule or profile. So in another video I'll show you how to create rule and how to assign this rule to that user. Okay, so that is the group. Actually this group will be used only if I want to assign this user to the specific group. So I am not assigning any group. I am just creating that rule. I'm just creating that user. So that is the default SCN login data. I have put that password. I am putting password again. So after that I have to put that save. So this user has been created. This user was saved, means this user has been created. So I am logging this user. So for new user, this password pop-up will come, and this user need to change his password. So this user has been created, and this user will be able to log in this system. So that is the new user creation name, system name, and client name. Like here, this user, if this user want to execute some ticket like BA01, this user cannot use this ticket. Here is showing that you are not authorized to use this transaction because I didn't give any rule or ticket. If I display this user, like I have just created this user, if I want to display, here is showing that there is no rule or profile. That is the reason this user cannot execute any ticket. So in my next video, I'll show you how to create rule and how to assign this rule to the user. Thank you.